Hey, welcome to Walk Corner with Guido. Got a replay analysis, a 110E5 game from Night Dog. Wanted me to take a look at it. I've looked at it a couple times, and we're going to concentrate on two things on this replay. Number one is going to be positioning, and number two is going to be keeping your gun in the game. So I did a quick look at the stats for Night Dog. He averages 1600 damage in his 110E5. That's about 4 damaging shots. For me, I'm not an outstanding 110E5, but I have a 2600 damage per game. That's at least above the hit points of the tank. So Night Dog's coming in under by about a shot and a half. I have about 2.5 shots over him. And good players are actually running 4,000 to 5,000 DPG on the 110E5. So what we need to do here is find some more shots for Night Dog and figure out why he's not getting them. So mines, here we go. Taking a look at how it's progressing is pretty standard. You've got some people trying to get up to the hill. The southern spawn will have the same thing happen. Usually there are some heavy tanks contesting this corner, and you're going to have the sniping duel over on the islands, or potentially a push, depending on if one side musters enough lights and mediums to do so. But really, most of the fight's going to revolve around the hill and how that goes. And it looks like Night Dog has decided to head up to the hill and support that effort. Okay, so the first spot that he can go ahead and get a shot at is right here. And he's going to actually continue to truck straight through here without taking the shot. Where that T10 is a pretty good spot, even as you're moving towards the hill, to look for the enemy tanks that are going to be coming up the hill right here. And you're going to see pretty quickly an enemy tank's going to go by, but Night Dog doesn't have a shot. And there he is. The T10 has a shot. So what I like to do is about where the Pershing is, or up against the rock. Pause for just a moment and look for a shot right there. There's one place where you may have got another 400 points of damage. Beware, there are artillery on the other side over here, and hanging around here too long or getting way out in the open right here can invite them taking shots. So if Night Dog was worried about taking artillery shots and didn't want to take that one shot there, which are granted sometimes fleeting, I do understand that, but there was one spot. We're going to come up here. Nice job. He sees that, gets that shot. Great. So pretty quickly we've taken a shot early in the game. We've got lots of tanks trying to contest the hill. The enemy has taken the hill, and we're in a little bit of a disadvantage here. So let's see what happens. I like what he's doing here. He backs up enough to reload, and now he's looking for another shot. Yeah, he hits a little high on there on that armor. Might have pinned a little lower. Okay, good deal. Once again, looking for a shot while reloading. Nice job. He's going to get that TVP. And once again, trying to look for shots as fast as possible while reloading. So there's no real argument against anything that he's doing right here, right now. Got a T10 and AMX-30, a T71 up on the hill. They're still trying to work it. Again, they're at a slight disadvantage because the enemy has taken the hill. IS-3, T10 on the other side, and the usual heavies over on the 7-8 line contesting that corner down there. But what's this? All right, positioning and taking advantage of openings. The 111 1-4 is probably tired of getting shot at by the 416, the Pershing, and especially the Arty, as is the TVP, and they have backed off. In fact, they're going to go back around that corner and head out. Still getting shot at by Arty. So they're not interested in hanging out there anymore, which gives Night Dog an opportunity to get right up on this hill and push up into these guys. He's going to take advantage, get a shot. That's good. Excellent. Reloading, reloading. Backing up, backing up, backing up, back. All right. You've got the advantage. You've got 2 one-shots right there. Those guys are gone. Yeah, it's a TVP. You may take a shot in the side, but you can definitely finish off one of those guys. In fact, you might be able to do it without getting hit by the TVP based on that rock right there blocking it and the T10 coming a little bit too far around the corner. He does take a hit. I believe it's from the E50 or potentially the Arty over there. But that's just something you're going to have to deal with. That's the cost of doing business here by trying to retake this hill. But backing all the way off is not taking advantage of it. As a matter of fact, as you're coming up around here with the E50, there is a potential to kill off that TVP as you're pushing up the hill by looking right and shooting at him as you go. I believe that's what the E50 wants to do. There was a brief look at these two tanks over here. These rocks block that. That's just map knowledge. You're not going to get that shot. E50 gets thumped. And there goes the AMX. So the AMX has dove off the hill. He's gone. The T-71's gone. The T-10's dead. Very good. Just as far as tank tactics go, the TVP's dead there. Get that turret looking to the right instead of looking up here where you're going, unless you believe there was a tank up there, which you shouldn't, because there isn't. Keep that barrel looking to the right. In case you see something down there, you can take a shot. Now this is an interesting decision. The E50 actually eats Artie right there, so fortunately it wasn't you. You're going to cut left. That's okay. I'd rather you'd gone right, but you were worried about Artie, and that was proven a problem because the E50 ate a big shot right there. The Pershing YOLOs, not really sure why that happened, but he did. And now we're going to come around the top. And rightly so, come up next to this rock and start looking for some shots. This is going to take a long time. We're going to be futzing around on this rock for a long, long time. You came around the corner and you looked. There's nobody over in those buildings across there, which is one of the things I would want to know right off. Is there anybody kind of hanging out behind those buildings that I can get a shot on? No, not really. I'm going to keep on poking here. Let's see what he's looking at. Can I get around that rock? No. If they keep tucked up against that edge, there's no way that you're going to get a shot right there. Well, maybe the IS-3 who's camping away in the back, which I believe he messes around with here and takes a shot on. There we go. And you bounce one of his shots. Okay, so that's fine. He took a shot. That's not really working, is it? There we go. Now we move. Gonna eat an Artie shot. Okay, that sucked. One of the reasons you ate that Artie shot is you messed around so much over on this rock. So go over to that edge, take a look, clear it out. No shots to be taken. Only that really hard to take IS-3 shot. Get out of there. They see you, the Artie's there. Go do something else. Make it hard for them to know where you are. Look for another shot. Now we're going to come up here, and we're really kind of exposed to Artie right here. Although one of them just died, which is very good. Take a shot on this guy. One of these bounces, he'll get one later on. So that bounce, okay, that's fine. Took a shot. Now start looking for something. So okay positioning now. We spent a little too long over by that rock. But look what's going on. We got a 111 1-4 there. The E50 is currently busy with the T10, and we got a 4202. Now there is a 7201, a Type 5 Heavy down below there, but right now these two guys are pushing that corner, and you got a 268. Get over there. It's time to come around that corner and start punishing them. Now you know the 7201 is going, but we're going to mess around here. This actually ends up being a pretty good shot because he gets a piece of this IS-3. E50 still taking on the T10. 4202 is pushing. And now we're going to start moving over this way. Oh, nope, changed their mind. Now we're going to go over here. All right, so that guy was definitely exposed much earlier than that. You got a highlight on him. There was no reason even to move forward anymore. I'd have just stopped right there, put the cursor on him, put the sight on him, and take that shot. Now we can't find him. Why? Because he's behind that rock. He knows you're there. He's unlikely to come back around the corner. And these guys are getting worked over here. Now we're going to go over here. Could have been there much earlier. Probably would have had some damage. I would load up that heat right here against that 7201. So we're going to futz around here for a bit. All right, right here, I see what you're doing. You're using that T10. Never mind, I was going to say you're exposed to Artie, but he is dead. No worries then. Very good. Use the T10. Outstanding. But the other T10, yours, died. Now you've got that E50 over there. Because you kind of wasted time, this is unlucky here. Would have been nice to have killed him out. And there he goes, Artie-wise. All right, now you're starting to build an advantage over here. Right now, I would have gone down to that corner and started to see what you could do at that corner. We're actually going to abandon it. Be a shot come in here, I think. Yep. So the E50 did see you. If you were avoiding him, then maybe that wasn't such a bad idea. Now we're going to go mess around with this guy again. You're spotted, so he knows you're there. That guy's behind a rock. Unlucky here. Nice job. But he's turtled up now. He just took a hit from you. You are proxy lit by those two guys below you. It's very unlikely this guy's going to pop out again in the near future. So you need to go away, disappear, and make him feel like he can do that again. There you go. Now their IS-3 just died, so it's one less guy over there. And you're really starting to build an advantage. Hit points wise, now, if you look at this, you've got an IS-7 that's taking up a position behind this building over here. And if you notice, the 7201 is actually going over towards him. You have a huge opportunity to run over to the edge of your hill here and start working on this guy, because he has moved away from the cover of that being up close to your hill. It's time to get over there now and start working on him. And it seems like initially that you noticed it, but instead of going directly there to get a shot, you kind of wander off to the left here a little bit. 268 seems to see it pretty quickly, and he goes right up there and ends up killing him. And now you're really in an advantageous position. You got that IS-7 sitting over there, and you right here. Definitely an opportunity to come off this hill, although that is a very steep drop. Potentially, even with full reverse, you may take damage there. But your options are go off that hill and help that IS-7, or go back around to the ramp and come around this way. And then once you come around this way, both of you are working on this guy from two directions. Obviously, you have an issue with the AMX-30B and the E50 there. But that's going to resolve itself in a moment. Look, the E50 just moved up. Now he can't even hit you if you come around that corner. Now it's just the 30B. But you've got a 268 on Overwatch. And you really have an opportunity to come off that hill or come around the corner. And we're just still kind of messing around. So really up to this point, how many missed shots, starting with the one going up the hill? I would say at least 4 to 5 missed opportunities to take shots. Not talking about shots that you took where they bounced or missed, but you probably could have put in another 4 to 5 shots by this time. And instead of sitting at 1,500, maybe sitting at 3,000. With the game essentially won, there's only 3 tanks left. So really, just come off around that corner, around that ramp. So what if this guy gets a couple shots? You got an IS-7, a 268. The 416 is just waiting for somebody to get them wrapped up, and he's going to come raging out and start shooting. And you could collect another 2 shots, 3 shots in here. So very passive, even with this, the advantage that you've got. I think the 416 is finally tired of it, so he's going to get down there and try to work it. 268's going after him. Yep, 416 got tired of waiting, so he pushed in and died. Now you're going to come down, but you actually take the long way. And now the 4202P is gone, and there's only 2 tanks left. There's this guy, and we're still going to take the long way. That IS-7 is just waiting for you to get in there, because even though the Type 5 Heavy is hard to pin, you come around that corner, he's got to pick one way or the other, and the other one of you is going to have a rear shot on him. This ends up not being bad. You're going to come around, use a little bit of hold down, although you're kind of side to him, so he could pop you if he was actually pointing at you. And then we're going to back up. Man, right here, you took that shot, great. Just turn straight at him, put your front hole towards him, and truck right at him. So what if the 30B hits you in the side? If he does, spin on him and shoot him. But he ran off. Somebody thumped him along the way. There he goes. And you end up not getting another shot. So I don't know if you'd have reloaded in time, but at least you'd have been pushing towards the Type 5 and potentially got the shot in if it had bounced or something like that. So really there's probably 5 or 6 missed opportunities for taking shots. That's the part of keeping your gun in the game. There were a couple things in there position-wise during the fight where you spent just a little bit too much time, and overall being just maybe a little bit passive, waiting for the enemy to make a move instead of trying to force a move yourself. That's all I got, man. Take it easy.